Today on Monkey Life, vet Thazar is called in to examine squirrel monkeys Azzy and Charlie. And there's devastating news for their carers.
Ay, ay, ay. I wonder if it's all the same cancer that is spread.
Come inside then, Stumpies!
A spoonful of peanut butter helps the medicine go down for elderly Stumpy Sam.
Well done, Sam.
And it's a scramble for ice lollies in the Orangutan nursery. But O'Sheen's got it licked. Monkey World in Dorset, buried deep in the English countryside, is the largest sanctuary of its kind on the planet. The team, led by Dr. Alison Cronin, rescue and rehabilitate abused and unwanted primates from all over the world.
Everybody's well aware that they need to be looked after carefully.
The park provides a home for more than 260 monkeys and apes from 24 different species. The park has 8 squirrel monkeys, split into 2 groups. 3, who arrived together from Somerset just last year, form one group, and the other, more established troop has 5 members, including Nueve, who recently arrived from Chessington Zoo. 2 of the larger group, Azzy and Charlie, both rescued from the pet trade, have had some health issues in recent weeks. Local vet Thazar Sastre has been called in to take a look. Azzy is first to arrive at the park's hospital.
She's been having on-off breathing problems for a little while now. She's had various courses of medication, but we haven't found anything that works yet. So the plan is to get an actual idea of exactly what's going on, and so we can get the right treatment for her.
Azzy is thought to be about 15 years old. She's not a youngster, but should still have plenty of years ahead of her.
Right, let's do a quick examination.
Once the anaesthetic has taken effect, Thazar can take a good look at her. And straight away he finds a problem.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, unfortunately, there's some badness here. It's got a massive mass here, do you see? And another one there. Let's turn around towards me. This one is external, actually. That one is in the skin.
There are 2 large masses inside Azzy's abdomen, and one on the outside.
I wonder if it's all the same cancer that is spread.
It's not looking good.
Let me have a look at the throat first, very quickly, and then we take a couple of x-rays and we make a decision.
Because staff have reported breathing problems, Thazar wants to quickly check her airways.
Okay, so again, larynx is fine. Really bad teeth. That's fine. There's no tumors or anything in there. Right, let's take a couple of x-rays of the chest.
As well as x-rays of her chest and abdomen, Thazar will perform an ultrasound.
And if somebody could switch off the lights, that would be lovely. I'll have a quick look in there. So that's one of the masses in there. It's just in front of the bladder. 1, 2 masses there. Could be ovaric tumors, could be uterine tumors. Certainly, I thought initially it was the kidney, but it's not. I can see the kidney there.
An examination of the x-rays confirms what Thazar has already seen on the ultrasound scan.
And actually, you can see the masses here in the x-ray as well. Look, these 2 things there.
It's a blow to the team who look after Azzy. She's been eating normally and her mobility is still good, so they were cautiously optimistic. But before deciding on any drastic course of action, Thazar wants to make sure exactly what he's dealing with.
I'm gonna sample all of them, and hopefully we will have some answers on what is that. If it's worth to operate or not.
He takes a number of samples from each lump to be sent off for analysis.
Hopefully we will have a diagnosis with that on what's going on and if it is worth to take to open her up. Otherwise it's healthy, yes.
Thezar is happy for Azzy to return to her group for now, but the team will be monitoring her closely in case she deteriorates. Looking after the physical and mental health of all the primates in their care is a challenge for the park's team. When it comes to finding new ways to keep the residents busy and interested, the bright and often boisterous chimps are in a class of their own. Today, Butch and his group of 13 bachelor boys are being tested. The keepers have hidden nuts and seeds inside specially designed puzzle cubes, woven together using tough hosing. The chimps will have to put in some effort to get at the treats inside. Buxom leads the group out, followed closely by Sammy, Paco and Jimmy. The sight of the puzzle feeders leads to a lot of excited hooting. Jester is first to try and crack the puzzle. A little more finesse might be in order. His half-brother Buxom tries to grab as many as he can. The pair have always been near the top of this group as the henchmen for leader Butch. But over the last few years, alliances and positions have been evolving. Butch is still respected by everyone. Mid-ranker Rocky readily gives up his cube to the old-timer. But Paco has been sharing some of the leadership duties and making regular impressive displays. He's a fair, dominant male, liked by everyone. The team have put out enough puzzle feeders for everyone to get involved, even the low-rankers. Having surrendered his to Butch, Rocky manages to find another. Gypsy takes a laid-back approach, using his long fingers to try and prise out the seeds. Seamus, the youngest and smallest in the group, has snaffled 2 cubes. As a low ranker, he'll need to work fast to reach the nuts inside before anyone else robs him of the prize. Jester and Paco work side by side, using the shake it out method. They're a bit bewildered by their lack of success. Some of the others, like Freddie and Sammy, are content to forage for carrots put out as a scatter feed to ensure no one goes hungry. This morning's activity demonstrates the group's less rowdy approach to life these days. Not so much the unruly bachelors of past years, more mature friends, aging together. It's been a busy morning at the park's animal hospital, and the next patient on Vet Thezar's list is another squirrel monkey, 10-year-old male Charlie, a lively character rescued 7 years ago from terrible conditions at a London car wash. As with Azzy, the primate care team have noticed he's been a bit under the weather, although still active and eating well.
Charlie has generally lost weight and condition over the last sort of month, so we're a bit concerned. We've done some tests on him and found that he's got blood in his urine, so we want to find out exactly where that's coming from.
Once Charlie is anaesthetised, Thezar can give him a thorough examination. And immediately, he's concerned.
Can anybody prepare the scales for us? Definitely, the body condition is not good at all.
Charlie has become quite thin.
Sorry, it's a bit cold.
Yeah, 980. 980.
He's lost more, yeah? Okay. Yeah, he looks really, really skinny, this boy, yeah, to be fair. Almost cachectic. And he's eating well, you said?
His weight has been dropping off, despite his healthy appetite.
It's a bit knobbly there. Right. Okay, let's do an ultrasound scan, yeah? We can have a look at things.
Thazar hopes an ultrasound scan may shed some light on Charlie's condition.
It's really bad news.
The ultrasound confirms Thazar's suspicions.
Well, I'm looking at the liver, and it's full of masses. There's also some fluid around the heart. It's got a pericardial effusion. Wherever I'm looking, there's badness. It's all lumps everywhere, little lumps everywhere. That's the lung, by the way, floating on liquid, right? And that's the heart in there with liquid all around it. Yeah, this doesn't look good to me. I'm sorry. I would actually call it a day with this one, to be fair.
It's terrible news. Charlie has a number of lumps in and around his major organs, particularly the liver.
Let's take a couple of x-rays quickly, and then we make decisions with this one.
An X-ray confirms what Thazar already knows.
We found multiple masses in his liver, loads of them. We saw them with the ultrasound scan. Also, I think there's something not right with the bladder area, could be prostate, with lumps as well. Most likely, this animal is just, it's got cancer. I don't know which one is going to be primary. If it's prostate, it's liver, whatever it is, it's causing several organs to fail. I'm afraid I don't know where is the primary, but he's got a primary cancer somewhere with loads of secondaries everywhere. So I'm afraid I'm gonna need to put down this one. Yeah.
There's nothing Thazar or the team can do. The only humane option is to put Charlie to sleep to save him from pain and suffering. With more than 260 primates already at the park, plus regular new arrivals, the pressure to rebuild, repair and redesign the many enclosures that house the 24 different species is never-ending. The most recent space to be revamped is the outdoor enclosure, which is home to Franco's group of 15 Capuchins.
We've added a lot of height to it, which is great. In the wild, these guys live and spend most of their time up in the trees, so that's really, really good. It means we can have higher feeding points as well, which means, again, we can spread the food around for a lot of the group. And in Franco's group, because we've got a lot of younger individuals in there, we've got less static furniture and more movable furniture. So more hosing, we've got some ship ladder in there. We've also got some hanging branches and some swings as well, just to get them using all those muscles that they wouldn't normally do. And if you compare that to one of the groups such as Sunny's, that's got a lot more elderly individuals in, or animals that haven't got the best mobility, we've had to design it in a very different way. So it's really great that we can design it specifically for the animals that are going to use it.
Although they've had access to Winslow's enclosure next door, the group haven't been in their own for more than 2 months, so they should be excited to explore the new design. With no hesitation, they head out. William checks out the hoses, while Fabian tackles the new ladders, making them look easy. Female Frida takes the opportunity to grab a snack on the new cargo net, before deciding where to explore next. There are 5 males and 10 females in this group, led by alpha male Franco.
He's absolutely amazing. He's probably one of our best alpha males that we've got. He kind of actually knows what he's doing a little bit. The females absolutely love him and they do 100% support him. If there's any major disputes in the group, then he will go and sort it out. If there's the odd squabble, he'll just leave them to it. But yeah, he is totally supported by his band of females, which is really important for him.
Capuchins are extremely clever, which means they need a lot of stimulation to keep them interested. Elvira uses her prehensile tail as an anchor to balance, enabling her to run and carry food simultaneously. Elisa confidently heads high to search for food, unfazed by one of the new pulley feeders. But it's Franco's second-in-command, Fabian, who makes it all look too easy. Mission Impossible style. He's the most confident male in the group, but not so popular with the ladies, who favour leader Franco. Perhaps he hopes showing off his climbing skills, with a touch of abseiling thrown in, might capture the girls' attention. But at least his prowess is appreciated by the care team.
Fabian is often talked about in this group. He is quite a character, but unfortunately he hasn't quite made it to the top because the females don't like him. He's quite annoying. He's not really a very nice male in terms of getting on with other animals in the group, and it's really important that you have the backup of the females in the group. But Fabian's just got that character where he wants to be top dog, and so when he's confident, he's going to try and keep pushing. But hopefully, you know, the group's fairly settled, and with Franco in command, they're doing okay at the moment.
The Capuchins might be some of the most energetic primates at the park, but over at the Stumpy house, primate carer Sean is preparing medication for one of the least active. The group's leader, 32-year-old Sam. It's been a few days since his dental operation to remove an infected and rotten canine, which had resulted in an abscess on his face. It was a fairly long operation, and due to his age and past history, an even longer recovery time. To aid his rehabilitation, he's on a course of drugs.
He's got a few different medications now to help him through. He's got an antibiotic, he's also got an anti-inflammatory, some pain relief, and then also some medication to help his stomach to deal with all the drugs that he's been given.
The group is made up of 8 mainly elderly individuals. They all need a variety of supplements to help them along, and the team stick to a rigid routine when it comes to administering them.
Come on then, Sam. Good boy.
Sam's first drug, to settle his stomach ready for the main batch, is disguised in strawberry jam.
Well done, Sam.
He took that really, really well. So hopefully this will just help his stomach before we give him the other medication later on.
20 minutes later,
Come inside then, Stumpies.
Sean summons him for the rest of his medication.
Come on then, Sam.
Good boy.
But first, she needs to disguise it.
Sam.
Some of the medication that he's on really doesn't taste very nice, so we have to try different items just to see what covers up that taste the best. At the moment, he's having some pain relief, and he's taking it really well in a bit of peanut butter jam on a piece of Brivita. So that's one for the books to keep a record of.
Considering what he's been through with his recent dental operation, his past trauma as a laboratory animal, plus his age,
Well done, Sam.
it's remarkable Sam has recovered so well and kept his place as top man in the group.
At the moment, he's back to his normal self, which is great to see. He's definitely picked up his speed again and got his strong legs back.
One corner of the park where the majority of the residents need little encouragement to keep active is the Orangutan nursery. Here, life is just one long play session. The group is made up of 5 youngsters, overseen by matriarch Oisin. She was rescued from the pet trade in South Africa in 2010, and, while content to watch the youngsters have fun, is only energetic when there's food involved. The two teenage boys, Jin and Sylvester, constantly play together. And the three little ones, Bulu Mata, Rika, and Mimi, get along famously. Today, on a lovely sunny morning at the park, the nursery pals have been given an unusual mix of branch-cut browse and ice lollies. There's plenty to go round, but Oisin, true to form, grabs more than her fair share. The newest member of the group, 2-year-old Mimi, has secured a place in Oisin's affections, and she's not afraid to exploit it. Purloining an ice lolly right out from under her nose. Then, Jin does the same. Oisin is becoming more tolerant of the youngsters in her care. Sylvester and Jin have known each other since they were 3 years old, and have been great buddies ever since. Jin was born at the park, but Sylvester was rehomed as an 11-month-old orphan from a zoo in northern Spain. His mum had refused to feed him, so he was hand-reared by keepers until arrangements were made to move him to the orangutan creche at Monkey World.
Look who are you? Are you ready?
He's come a long way since then, but soon things may need to change. The two teenagers are at that awkward stage where their hormones and bodies are heading into adulthood. And in orangutan society, adult males don't mix. The primate care team will need to make plans for their future. But for now, the two boys are enjoying their close friendship and life in the nursery. It's a fun and relaxed space where youngsters can learn the skills they'll need to live and thrive in an adult group. But for the babies of the group, like Mimi, sometimes even that can be too much. All she really wants is a cuddle from her adoptive mum. Next time on Monkey Life. Marmoset Ruby gives birth, and it's a bit of a shock for the care team.
A massive surprise, we have 4 of them, and another massive surprise that all 4 actually are looking pretty good at the moment.
Plus, the squirrel monkeys become one big family.